Hello, everyone. We certainly have a problem today, and I'm going to turn around the camera so you can see what the problem is. Now that is a problem. So, yes, weather can be a problem for us in our wheelchairs. We're going to talk again about power wheelchairs and how to deal with that stuff out there. We're going to be getting snow off and on today here in Wisconsin, probably our first measurable snow. But if you want to know what I do to make sure I take care of my power wheelchair if I go out, I think tomorrow's going to be snowing and I have to go out. So, yes, I think we'll be using the van. So let me reach back here. Okay, I have talked before about this. This is a cover for the joystick on your power wheelchair. It is really important to keep it dry. So you got to cover it with something. It's not waterproof. So if it's raining or if it's snowing or if it's really just drizzly, it's really important to cover with something, either with a formal cover that I showed you some time ago. Let me go backwards here a little bit. You can get these covers at Amazon. Amazon is not paying me for this commercial. But also, if you don't have one right away, and I'm going to move my camera just a tad. Okay. Oh, camera is a little touchy. So if you don't have a cover and you need to go out and it's snowing, it's misty, it's rainy, you can also use a clear plastic bag and put it over your joystick. So that's like the cheapest solution, but please keep it dry because you don't want it malfunctioning and then having to change the whole thing if it gets ruined. The other thing is the cold and your batteries. Don't forget that your batteries will not last as long as they do in the summer or the spring. The cold will put some stress on your battery. So just kind of think about that when you're trucking along. When you're using your wheelchair, it might kind of groan on you. Not groan, it won't make any noise, but certainly it'll wear down the batteries quicker than usual. Make sure also that if you get back and your wheelchair just kind of got splashed or whatever, that you take a towel and you dry it out or dry it off when you get back. So that's important to keep our power wheelchairs dry, because usually they are not they're not waterproof, not yet. So yes, we need to keep our power wheelchairs dry. And now we are going to move over to manual wheelchairs and what to do with them. Manual wheelchairs are pretty much, they get damaged less by the winter. It is problematic because in our books, it's cold and we have to drive the manual wheelchair. So for the winter time, for manual wheelchairs, we really want to keep our hands in the best shape possible as we're wheeling around. So you've seen me with these before, and these are the ones without the fingers. So, and they have like rubber on the palm so that you can really get a good grip on the wheels. So that's one way to do it. But if it's cold and you need to keep those hands dry and you need to keep a good grip on the push handles, then I use these longer, these are bike gloves, by the way, and they are waterproof, I think. I think it'll be a test tomorrow. And they have like the little rubber pieces in the palm. And so they're long fingers and they're nice and soft inside. So I like to keep a good grip on, especially in the snow, to be able to get in the van or get into the car and be able to take everything apart. The one thing that you might want to consider are knobby wheels for the winter, so you have a good grip on the pavement, the sidewalk. It might be a little bit bumpier than usual, but it'll give you a much better grip and you won't slip. So for these snowy days, just remember to take care of yourself, keep yourself warm, figure out how to stay warm. When you're out there, my legs get really, really cold, and it's really hard for me to warm them up again. So I have what I call a stadium blanket, and they're pretty cheap on Amazon. Amazon is not paying me for this announcement. So what I do is I put hooks on you can use snaps, you can use hooks, so that I can sit on the inside of the stadium blanket, and then I fold it over my legs, and I keep my legs nice and warm. Other people have suggested vests. If you have a snow vest or a winter vest that you don't use anymore, or that somebody gave to you but you don't have much use for it, you can sew up the arms and then use that to cover your legs. Again, mine get horribly cold, and then it's very difficult for me to get them to warm up. So I do try to keep my legs, covered. The stadium blanket that I use is waterproof and it is windproof, so it really is toasty warm. All right, these are just reminders for the winter. We've done this before. Jacket, hat, gloves if you're going to use a manual wheelchair, or if you're going to use a power wheelchair and your hands are toasty warm always, then don't worry about gloves. But I do use gloves just to keep myself, warm. Sometimes because we're sitting and we're not very active, it's hard to stay warm. So for those winter days, promise me that you'll keep yourselves covered. You'll keep yourselves nice, toasty, and warm as you're out there in these snowy. Oh, it is just coming down, folks. But anyway, this is just a reminder, and post your ideas on how you travel in the wet, winter, cold days. If you are new to my channel, I post at least twice a week. It depends on my health, depends on what's going on, depends on my pain. So usually I post, close to the weekend and on Mondays. So you can, but what will help is if you subscribe, then you'll get a notification that there's a new video. So that helps a lot. And you can go ahead and like also. If you don't want to subscribe, just like the video if it's been useful for you. And if there's a particular video you would like me to review or investigate, please let me know and I'll be happy to develop one. So remember, about twice a week, you'll get some new videos on everything wheelchairs.